Hello everyone, welcome back to Astor Global School. Today we are going to start a new lesson in history, that is lesson number 13, Early Civilizations. Now everyone open your books to page 109. The word civilization means people living in a settled way. People living in a settled way means where the houses are proper, your drainage system is proper, you have street light, you have school, you have hospital. That particular area is known as properly civilized. Planned cities, growth of language and writing, practice of trade, art and craft are some other points of a civilized city or a civilized place. Now, in this chapter, we are going to learn about two very famous civilizations. One is Indus Valley civilization and two is Egyptian civilization. Starting with Indus Valley civilization. Number one is location. Northwestern India and modern day Pakistan on the banks of river Indus. Now Indus Valley civilization was where you can see green dots and on Indian map. Just focus on that. You have Indus River and Indus Valley civilization is written. Right? That particular area is known as Indus Valley civilization. It has northwestern India, means starting from Jammu Kashmir to Gujarat, and few parts of Pakistan. That was the region where Indus Valley civilization took place. Important buildings means the important buildings that were made in this particular area during the time of civilization. Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro, the Great Granary at Harappa. These were the two most important buildings. Occupation. What the people used to do in this period of time? Farmers, artisans, craftspeople and traders. What they used to do? Farming, art, craft and trade. Trade means buying and selling of goods. Now on the other hand, Egyptian civilization. Location Egypt. You can see below Mediterranean Sea in the map there is a green strip and there it is Egyptian civilization on the banks of river Nile, whereas Indus Valley was on banks of river Indus. Famous kings called pharaohs Khufu and Ramesses II. Now there were two famous kings. Important building, that is pyramids. We all know about pyramids, right? Occupation farmer, artist, craft people and scribes. Now what are scribes? A person who made copies of written document before printing was invented. Now we have printers, right? What all we want we can just Xerox copy. But before this system was not there. So scribes were people who used to write down the documents to copy them. In the image you can see Indus Valley civilization, Egyptian civilization, then famous monument, that is pyramid, and a picture of Pharaoh Ramesses II. And on the right hand side you can see ruins of Dholavira in Gujarat, India. It was a part of Indus Valley civilization and also an ancient well and probably a bathing place at the archaeological site of Harappa. So now we are going to study in deep about these civilizations. So turn your pages to page number 110. Here, the Indus Valley civilization. Thousands of years ago, along the banks of river Indus, the Indus Valley civilization or the Harappan civilization grew. Now what happened? Thousands of years ago, on the banks of river Indus, people started to make civilization. That civilization or construction is known as Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization. Some of the important cities of this civilization were Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibangan, Dholavira and Ropar. Underline these places and even underline Indus Valley civilization, Harappan civilization and banks of river Indus. These are the important points. Now, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are now a part of Pakistan, whereas Kalibangan, Dholavira and Ropar are found in India. You can see in the image the archaeological site of Mohenjo-daro. Buildings. The people of Indus Valley were known for buildings, well-planned towns, long straight main roads were linked with smaller lanes in cities. Before they constructed this, there were no street, no building, no proper road. But these people were very much known for their well planning, means they planned properly long straight main roads. Further on, they were divided into small roads that linked up to cities, small towns, buildings, etc. The Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro had a huge tank in the center with changing rooms all around the tank. You can see in the image. It had a huge tank in the center with many changing rooms where the people can come and bath in the center and change in the rooms. There were mud brick houses built around courtyards. Houses had upper and ground floors. Now, before there were no mud brick. Mud brick means the red color brick, right, we use while constructing our houses. They were firstly discovered or made during this civilization, and the houses that were made had 2 floors. After that, occupation. The people of Indus Valley practiced farming and grew wheat, barley and vegetable. What they grew? Wheat, barley and vegetable. The great granary at Harappa was a very large granary for storing grains. They even made a granary, means storeroom. The great granary at Harappa for storing very large amount of grains. Many Indus Valley people were artisans and craft people. Models of cart, toy and oxen have been found at most Indus Valley sites. Metals were used to make vessel, tools and other articles. Merchants traded grains, food crops and artifacts. Now seals. The seals found in the Indus cities tells us that the Indus people knew how to read and write. However, we have not been able to read their script. Now you can see the seal. Unicorn seal of Harappa, Pashupati seal, means by this what we get to know is that they were able to read and write, means they could even read and write. That's why their seals contain a type of language that still we are not able to understand, but it shows that they are telling something or something is written. You can also see a terracotta figurines from Harappa. It is a toy made. Now, who discovered Mohenjo-daro? In 1922, it was discovered by R.D. Banerjee, an officer of the Archaeological Survey of India. And even a statue of Mohenjo-daro, Priest King, was found in 1927. The statue is shown here. Now, moving to the Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptian civilization grew along the banks of River Nile. Underline River Nile. Egypt is also known as the gift of Nile because it is a sort of desert place, means place with no water. So, it is known as gift of Nile because Nile river is the only river flowing there and because of which people can survive. Now, the Pharaoh was the king of the Egyptian who was worshipped by the people. Few of the famous pharaohs were Khufu, Ramesses II, and Tutankhamen. The Egyptians built tombs for the pharaohs known as pyramids. Now, where the pharaohs used to live? They used to live in pyramids. You can see in the image how a pyramid looks like. In 1880, the British archaeologist Sir William Petrie was the first to gather most accurate measurement of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the ancient seven wonders of the world. Now we also know Pyramids of Giza is one of the seven wonders of the world, and in 1880 the British archaeologist named Sir William was the first to gather accurate measurement of Giza. The ancient Egyptians believed in many gods and goddesses. They believed in many gods and goddesses. It is so much fun to learn about the Egyptian. I read they mummified their pharaohs after death because they believed that they would live forever. Now, what is mummification? After a pharaoh died, the body was wrapped in cotton cloth and preserved in special oil. This is known as mummification. After this, it was placed in a richly decorated coffin. The coffin was then placed in a pyramid along with the pharaoh's favorite objects such as jewelry, furniture and food items. What they used to do when someone died, means when pharaoh kings died, they used to tie their body in cotton cloth and preserve them in special oil and then place them in a coffin that was richly decorated. Not only that, they used to also place their favorite food item, furniture, jewelry because they believed that even after death they can live. So they will need all these things. Buildings. The pyramids built by the Egyptians served as the final resting place of the pharaohs who also took all their worldly possessions with them. Now, Egyptians used to make pyramids where the pharaohs used to live. Even after their death, they used to take all their worldly treasure, means what? Their jewelry, their money, their documents, everything they used to take and go, means the people used to mummify. In mummification, they used to keep all these things with them and place them into the pyramids. Now, next is occupation. Egyptian farmer grew corn, wheat, barley and vegetable. Artists and craftspeople in Egypt made beautiful statues and monuments. You can see in the image, right? They are making beautiful statues. Scribes maintain all written record. Same as in Indus Valley, this civilization also had scribes. Writing. Hieroglyphics. It is the ancient Egyptian writing style that uses pictures and symbols to represent sound and word. People wrote on wall of buildings or on papyrus scroll. Now, papyrus is a plant grown along the river Nile. It was used for writing. So, here you can see in the image, they are using pictures and symbols to tell what they mean to say. here something new to know is also there. In 1922, Howard Carter opened up the innermost shrine of King Tutankhamun's tomb near Luxor in Egypt. What did he do? He opened the coffin of a king of Egypt. You can see the image. Here the chapter ends. Hope you all understood about Indus Valley civilization and Egyptian civilization and the difference between them, their importance, the things that were done. And still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay everyone, bye, take care.